So in action, let's do this chant. All right. On the cue.
We are live.
And that's the producer, Travis. I'm here live from the whoa. See, I almost messed up your
Sticky.
Your sticky.
My shtick.
No. We're live here from the Sticky Paw Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Bitchy Claus, I thought it was.
I'm here with Patrick Oakes. And
Yo.
we're just, gonna go ahead and enjoy these fights here from Las Vegas. We weren't able to make it over to Los Angeles and be with our good friends Claudia Trejos and Paulie Malignaggi.
Yes.
So, Paulie Malignaggi, we're out here, Las Vegas, Nevada. We're just gonna go ahead and chime in through the Alex Doomsday Lainez channel in collaborations with Fight Stars TV. And it seems as though we're at the second fight. It's a super bantamweight fight, 8-rounder. And me and Patrick just hopping in right now. Looks like Romero. And I really don't know who's actually winning the fight right now. So I'm literally jumping in mid-action. It's Garcia versus Romero. Asail Cristalito Romero out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. So he has to be the hometown hero right now. And he's facing Hector Garcia from Temoaya, Mexico. So let's go. What's going on in the ring right now? We see Garcia. Oh, right hook by Romero. Lands on Garcia. Garcia, for the most part, from what I've seen so far, he does have a lot of bounce in his step. I think that Romero should target that body, slow him down a little bit, because it's just way too much energy. You know, when you got a guy jumping up and down like that, you got to slow him down. Another right body shot by Romero. Good shot. And again, both of these guys got bounce. They're bouncing around. They got a lot of energy. Good rolling for Cristalito right now, able to throw some good combinations. This is the wars that you get when you got two Mexican fighters who are not willing to give in to the other opponent. See a lot of feigning going on, and wow, uppercut by Romero. And he looks like he's attacking with aggression. Super southpaw, huh?
Yes.
Let's go, champ. Okay.
He's aggressive for a southpaw, though. Typically, they try to be a little slicker. This one, the Mexican fighter, they don't care. Southpaw, orthodox, they'll fight.
Absolutely.
There you go. On his ass.
Romero knocks Garcia down. Oh, my God.
Yes.
What a shot.
Epic.
What a shot by Romero El
This guy's
Cristalito.
okay, though. These guys will die in the ring. Mexicans will die in the ring.
Listen, they got a lot of heart, man.
Absolutely.
And they'll definitely go out in their shield.
Absolutely.
Garcia ready to go toe-to-toe right from the get-go. And Romero is not letting off. Shot after shot is landing. And it seems like Garcia still got a grip of his legs. He was wobbled that last round, but
He was clear, though, and when they showed his eyes, he was ready to go.
shots that are landing for Romero are really, really good shots. Solid shots to the head and body. 14 seconds left.
Oh, yeah. But look at that. Garcia does not care. He went on his ass, but he's trading with him right now. He doesn't care to the end.
Absolutely.
To the death with the Mexicans.
Those uppercuts were definitely dangerous uppercuts. Romero managed to get out of that one unharmed. And I got to check to see what round I'm in. Holy moly.
Where am I?
Who
What planet is this?
Who is this guy? No, listen, it's an 8-rounder, so I'm pretty sure we're almost at the very end of this fight.
Yeah, and that's bad. That's bad news because he got knocked on his ass.
Oh, my God. Right, and then the left
Yeah.
as he stares at him, as he hits the canvas. It was some good play shots. Right, and then the left.
Absolutely.
And that's all she wrote.
And it doesn't hurt that the defense isn't so great. I was with the Mexicans. Sometimes they'll wait in there. They don't care. They'll take one to give 10.
And sometimes
take 10 to give 1.
That Mexican style, can be a dangerous style to keep up, throughout your career.
Absolutely.
It can be detrimental to your career. It can definitely shorten your career.
Detrimental to your speech pattern.
Speech pattern.
Walking, your gait, all the above.
It's not the most long. It's not the most style. The style is not used the most to create a longevity in your career. Definitely.
Or life at times.
Or life. No, it's a very entertaining style. We appreciate it as fight fans.
Oh, what happened? They're cutting his.
No, that's it. The fight's over.
Oh, that was it.
That was it, man.
That was our half a round of commentating.
We got
Epic.
We got 2 or 3 rounds from this
Epic
fight.
half round.
Listen, I'm pretty sure that the bantamweight female 4-rounder was pretty exciting too. So if you guys didn't check that out, make sure you go back and check that out. There was another fight before this. We're probably the only ones that didn't watch it. So you guys probably caught that one. Hope that you were entertained by this bout. Asael Cristalito Romero, I think, actually managed to pull this one off. He got the knockdown, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So, and in our 8-round bout, that's deadly.
That's deadly.
Yeah.
And for the most part, from what I did, get to see, Romero didn't let off. So
No.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if the decision is in favor of Cristalito.
Me neither.
So let's check it out. Going to the center of the ring, the announcer will announce the winner. Okay.
He's already calling victory.
That's it, champ.
He won.
He won, man.
You called it.
It's Asael Cristalito Romero is victorious in this bout, 8-rounder.
Did you catch the score? I didn't catch.
Didn't catch the score.
Scorecards. Yeah.
We didn't have the audio for the scorecard. Don't know if there was a close one or not, but it looks like it doesn't really matter, right? You win by an inch or a mile, it's the same.
Yeah.
So Cristalito pulls this one off. Big congratulations to him. I don't know what kind of position he puts him in his trajectory.
The problem with these Mexican fighters is they don't care about losses. One guy was 8-5, the other one was 11-2. But Orlando Salido, I think, was 7-5, or maybe 1-4 to start his career out. We know what kind of career he had eventually. So these guys will fight. Like I said, it don't matter with records. Americans, we got to keep that 0. Seemingly, the Mexicans, they don't care.
That's the mentality, right? That's the mentality out here.
Totally.
It's also it's almost detrimental to your fighter for him to keep that type of pressure up. Like, you could imagine like you're holding on to this. Oh, you're at 15-0, and all of a sudden you lose. Is like your career's not over.
It's not. But American fighters mentally, it does seem that is a turning point that your career may be over. We've seen it in American fighters. One loss, they never recover. Mexican fighters, 5-10 losses. That's just the beginning. You know what I mean?
And I think too, it's the audience, right? I think that the Mexican audience, and I'm not saying that they appreciate the sport more in any sense, but I think that they appreciate the showmanship.
No, I think they might appreciate the sport more.
I think genuinely they appreciate the fighter's showmanship more than that. I think that the appreciation is in all the sacrifice that these fighters put in these bouts, because like you said, Pat, it's nonstop action.
Absolutely. And they appreciate the fact these guys are putting their life on the line. They know what it means in that culture. And in America, I'm not going to say it's less about fighting. It might be more about entertainment at times, but for the Mexican, it's real country pride too. It's a machismo thing. It has to do with deep in the culture. So that's why they give it all. That's why they're so dangerous when Mexican fighters come up to America and they come up with a 10-10 record. Sometimes promoters are like, for managers of fighters, like, we might not want this kid. We haven't seen tape on him, because you never know. And we've seen it. We've seen these 15-20-0 Americans go down at the hands of a 10-10 Mexican fighter before. So dangerous,
and it's going back to what you said. You can't always concentrate on the when you're looking at opponents too, right? Because these guys are 10-10, but they're very durable guys. Yeah. And I guess that when you have that mental edge, when you got nothing to lose kind of mentality.
Absolutely.
I'm going in there, and I'm not worrying about the crowd. I'm not worrying about
the money.
Or the money.
They don't care about the money as much. For them, it's the pride and it's the spirit of the fight. So at times I think the Mexican fans and fighters sometimes keep our sport alive, or at least the undercurrent, the spine of our sport at times. So I love Mexican fighters, man.
I definitely believe that. I think that the journeymen in the sport are sort of kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
And they're so important because, these are the fighters.
The lunch pail guys.
The lunch pail guys.
Yes.
These are the guys that got the 20 losses and only 15 wins. But you can never really kind of like get a full quantification on what their skill level is, because these guys, one day they'll have a bad day in the office. The next day they're going in and they're giving competition to some really like mid-level to high-level guys. Yeah. So.
And I've seen them get up there, and if they don't get completely outclassed, and you let them into the fight and you give them that confidence, it's a long night for that 15-0 American fighter, because they will, like dogs, they will attack. So
yeah, I seen in fights that the favorite fighter, or the fighter that's favorable to win, he'll kind of take the back seat, and all of a sudden the journeyman, whether it be Mexican, African American, whatever. Yeah. He'll start to just
step on the gas.
And
you give them that confidence.
It's over.
And it doesn't matter what the record, what their past is. That night is that night, and the confidence is theirs. And it's you've seen careers go down and careers adjust off of that. So, but I think that's where, and a lot of the Mexican fighters too, they don't have a big amateur career, so they learn in the ring. So they get a lot of those L's that they might have gotten in amateurs that our fighters do not get in the pro rank. So it's skewed.
like learning on the job, right?
Canelo was fighting at 15?
15.
The moment he turned at 15, he was in the ring fighting. And the amateur career, the pedigree for everybody other than Mexicans always has to be big, usually, amateur pedigree. But the Mexicans, not so much.
The first payday, I think, for Canelo was a $300 payday.
That's
Can you believe that?
Did he pay the other guy? You never know.
He's a $300. I mean, I got to split my purse.
Yeah.
If you go by what norm is, like he probably ended up with like $50.
Yeah.
You know, it was tough. So it's crazy.
50 pesos maybe.
Even that.
Yeah.
Who knows if it was dollars?
Yeah.
So just guys could kind of get like an idea of where these Mexican fighters truly start. I think Canelo's a perfect example of that. You know, a family of paleteros. You know, what that means is that, you know, they were out there selling,
all brothers. All the
selling,
brothers.
selling popsicles and stuff like that. So the humility behind his story is freaking phenomenal.
Well,
a lot of people can relate to that.
Fighting's an upgrade. If you have to sit on the streets and beg for change or sell stuff for money, fighting's an upgrade from that. So
I think
when they understand that depth, they understand that fighting is not that bad of a way of living. At times, you know, Americans get soft. I think, you know what I mean?
No, and I could totally understand that. Even though it could actually be just as bad here in the States, but you know, when you talk about a third world country, I'm from Honduras, right? You know, I'm considered a third world country, right?
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that? Am I fair in saying that? And
I think Honduras is the most violent non-war zone in the world right now.
And you're
so maybe,
probably right.
Maybe.
And he's probably super right, guys. You know, it's
that between that and Brazil. Honestly, I think so.
And when you speak about that, you know, you think about the struggle. You think about all the things that you face. And you know, America is the land of opportunity. Believe it or not, you know, this country's blessed. So when you think about the stories of these fighters coming from Mexico and these other countries, you think about the story behind the boxing. You know, the low income, the struggle. You know, and we can take that around the world because there's a hood everywhere, right?
But never forget the conversion. Also, you get paid in American dollars, and it's 20-1 leverage down in Mexico. $1,000 payday in America is $20,000 to take back to Mexico.
Absolutely.
So for them, it's a big, even a small payday in America is a huge payday down in Mexico. So for many reasons, they fight for less, much more than us Americans do.
So I guess shout out to Mayimbe, man. He says it's a developing country, Doomy.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. We're not third world.
Yeah.
All right, we kind of upgraded a little bit.
There you go.
Listen, if you want a vacation,
Developing bad attitudes right now.
Listen, we still need a lot.
Good fight habits, though.
We still need a lot of help, obviously, in developing to catch up with the Americans. But bro, we're missing out on the fight.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you guys. I'm like, you weren't even.
Holy.
Is this the Philippine? I know we have a Filipino fight coming up, which is always interesting.
Yeah, it's not this one.
No, it isn't.
That's
Okay.
actually going to be for the IBF Super Flyweight World Title Eliminator. It's a 12-rounder.
Wow.
That's the next fight after this. Right now, we're 2 minutes 21 seconds into this fight. It is Loranca versus Valladares. And it's interesting to me that I think the opponent actually changed, or they screwed up the name. I'm gonna have to recheck that, because on the bout sheet it said Miguel Guerrito Luna. And
this is Mexico.
Loranca.
Last minute substitutions.
This is what happened, right? Listen.
You weigh in across the way and you see a small guy and you can show up at the fight and it's a heavyweight on the other side. I've heard stories like that. So.
Oh man, so this is what we got going on right now, guys. I can't, for the life of me, I couldn't possibly agree with somebody, you know, screwing up Loranca for Luna.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
that's a bit of a stretch.
That's a stretch, dude.
That's a misspell.
Loranca is a new fighter. I'm pretty sure he is, but he's giving Valladares some competition here. Oh my God, left uppercut, left to the body by Valladares, and I'm gonna get it right every damn time. Valladares, let's go, champ. He got Loranca pinned up against the ropes right now. Body shot,
He's
left
the longer
hook up top.
man too.
Yeah, and he's staying tucked in real good. He's holding the phone right. And he's going to work, man. Valladares is going to the body. Loranca is on the back foot right now. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's not throwing shots. No. And he's allowing Valladares to get in there and really, really get aggressive, man.
Yeah, he seems to be ducking when he gets punched. It's the wrong move. He's open for an uppercut, it seems like. And there you go. There's the uppercut right there.
Yeah, sometimes what happens is that, guys just start, throwing certain shots and setting up their actual knockout punch. I
Yeah.
think that's what you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Loranca is on the back foot. He's almost
But
tied
still
up.
swinging, though.
Yeah, I mean, look, it goes again to what you just said, Mexican warrior.
Down on your shield.
Down on
the
his shield.
baby.
He's going out on his shield. And look, God knows how long he had to train for this fight.
Yeah.
And
in what conditions? We hear the conditions. I've seen some of the gyms down in Mexico. It literally, it's like fighting in hell. They have literally like no ring or no actual boxing ring, just kind of ropes propped up.
Posts.
And oh, yeah.
Wow.
And they go to war against
those
them
are the
too, yeah.
gyms, man. Those are the gyms where you see those freaking
Made in hell.
gritty.
You know what I mean?
Made in hell, ready for war.
Yeah. Ready to taste some heaven. Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of that round. I'm having trouble, Pat, actually finding the round somewhere around. Oh, nope, is it? Flyweights 8-rounders? There is no round. We're going to have to fix that.
You're right.
Gotta be quicker than that. Okay, it's round 2. Round 2. Shout out to the ring card girl who made it known that it is round 2. These are some highlights going on right now. It's all Valladares in these highlights. Good body shots. Loranca trying to make a fight, but not really landing anything that'll keep Valladares back. And those were the highlights for that first round. We're gonna be going into the second round.
He's even. It looks like
See
he's
him?
breathing heavy already. Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
That's not good for a bantamweight.
It's high volume.
Yeah.
It's high volume. You're right. For a bantamweight to be tired right now, it's kind of. I wonder
Breathing out of the mouth.
I wonder what the corner's saying. Daniel Cejitas Valladares. Maybe we'll ask him after the fight why they call him Cejitas. All right, start of the second round, 2 minutes, 52 seconds, and it's war. Daniel Cejita Valladares is in his face, and Loranca is hesitant, really. I'm not seeing him literally shoot off some shots. There goes a jab. Another jab, doubles it up. Okay, you got Loranca kind of making not a comeback, but he's trying to make a fight here. Valladares is just punching way more. His volume is way higher.
Yeah.
The judges are definitely paying attention there. They're not going to give any rounds to Loranca if he doesn't throw more.
Especially if you're on the ropes. It's hard to give a round to somebody who's swinging even on the back foot if the other guy's pressing him forward.
It's points. It's ring generalship, right, Pat?
Right.
Ring generalship is one of the
One of the four. There's four. Isn't there effective aggression?
There you go.
Ring generalship.
Let's go.
Defense. They actually did.
Defense.
And then what is it? There is a fourth one. I forget.
Is it the magical knockout? No.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, the magic punch. There you go.
But it's subjective. Depending on what kind of judge you have on there. Might be four.
Oh, depends on if it's a hometown fight.
Listen, there's so many
That's
factors.
the fourth one. The fourth factor. Are you in your hometown?
There's so many factors in the sport of boxing that you can't account to. That's why the saying goes, "Don't leave it in the hands of the judges."
Yes.
And right now, looks like Daniel is starting to get some volume thrown back right at him. Loranca is starting to unload, starting to kind of find a sweet spot in the range. He's very calm, and he's blocking right.
Yeah.
All these punches that are coming in. Well, left hook lands for Valladares right there. A right uppercut lands. A left up to the body lands for Loranca.
Nice
okay. Jab Valladares.
Yeah.
All right, yo, everybody that's tuning in, man, let's go, champ. Joey M, Viking, Naruto. Everybody that's tuning into the Fight Star and tuning into the Doom.
Viking as in me, or Viking as in you got a Viking tuning in? Which one is it?
I think he fancies himself a Viking.
He does.
I think he's part of your
shout
tribe.
Out, part of the tribe. Shout out, baby. Thor's hammer. Here it is.
Salute to the chieftain
Here it is.
over here.
Salute, baby. Do it.
Hey, man, shout out to D-Style Boxing. Let's go, champy. Shout out to the whole crew. Hispanics causing panic. Mayimbe, Canna, what's up, champy? JD Spades, Eric. It's done deal. I'm here, live from Sticky Paw Studio. with my main man, Patrick Oates. Ooh.
Yo.
All right, so right now, obviously, we're still in the second round.
And this is Monterrey, right? This is Monterrey, Mexico. The fights
Monterrey.
Have you ever? I have not been to Monterrey. Well, Monterrey is. I've been to Guadalajara.
Okay.
And when you talk about authentic Mexican cities, a lot of Americans go to Cabo and Cancun and Tulum and some of the vacation places. But when you talk about authentic Mexican cities, Monterrey fits into that category, I've heard. A real Mexican city, not a lot of tourism from America. And I know from visiting Guadalajara, beautiful cities.
Wow.
Beautiful cities in Mexico. Much different from the tourist cities.
Historic.
And you also get a sense of the real community of the Mexican, non-tourist base. So I really want to visit Monterrey.
Shit, I'm going to have to check that out. Last time I even heard of Monterrey, it was my Monterrey cheese that I got in the fridge.
There you go.
I'm going to have to go to Mexico, champ.
The shit turning green right now. Watch out, man.
I gotta
Get that out of there, man. You got to clean your fridge.
I got to visit Mexico, guys.
Before the cheese gets out of the fridge.
Before the cheese starts walking out of the fridge.
Yeah, but Monterrey is, I think, the business capital is what they were saying, too. It's more kind of like the New York of Mexico. That's where a lot of the business takes place. It's interesting. Us Americans don't really... At times we're arrogant when we look at other countries and we don't look at the breakdown. But I've had the opportunity to kind of visit Mexico. It's a beautiful country in many different ways.
Vamos, campeones. All right, looks like we've started the third round, 2 minutes, 46 seconds. And wow, Loranca just lets off a left hook, lands on Valladares. Looks like Loranca has picked up some speed and now is within range to land some good shots. Valladares is going to have head movement and continue that volume and pressure. Because I believe that if he allows Loranca to kind of like mellow out in this ring, he's going to start to find some good shots to land on Valladares.
You're talking lull him to sleep.
Yeah.
And then knock hopefully bye-bye.
Listen, sometimes, a fighter can play dead, can kind of like lure you in. At the end of the day, man, it's fighting. There's no really fair play
That
here,
is true.
I've seen fighters. I mean, there's a famous clip of a UFC fighter, and I don't bring it in UFC, but the guy literally got hit with a body shot. He over-exaggerated how much in pain he was, and the guy was coming to finish him. Playing possum, dude. Possum. And the guy just lets out an uppercut, knocks the other guy out, and there you go.
Protect yourself at all times.
Absolutely.
Right? Victor Ortiz and the kiss.
Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen to you.
Don't kiss him. Don't kiss him because you.
This ain't the kissing game out here.
It ain't the kissing game.
He hit him with the mwah.
It's the crying game if you do some kissing.
He got him out of there. You don't do that. Protect yourself at all times. Loranca, Valladares. Loranca being a last-minute replacement because I can't see it for 1 second. You screw up Luna for Loranca. So Loranca fighting his best fight. They're winging punches right now. And kudos to Loranca for stepping in at last minute because I know that it's not easy stepping in last minute, especially if you haven't been training. So,
what is his last name?
Loranca.
The first name.
His first name is Miguel Guerrito. Whoa.
Miguel.
Whoa. See, Pat, this is what I'm saying. The bout sheet says Miguel Guerrito Luna.
Okay.
Now we got Loranca. I don't got his first name.
But his nickname is Not Easy Being Me. I think you coined it, right?
Not Easy Being Me.
You said it at times, it's not easy being him. It's not easy being me, Loranca.
Listen, it's not easy being the guy that steps in at last minute, that's for sure.
Especially if you're taking the beating.
And right now, it seems like, though, he's fighting back.
Yeah.
He's putting up his guard.
And he looks fight ready. The guy's been in the gym. Ready
looks can be deceiving. I mean, those lungs are probably not, opened up as they should be. I mean, if you're a guy that stays in the gym and you maintain, a good endurance regimen, you could be ready at any time. That's what they say. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. Again, guys, this, I believe, is the third round. And you have Loranca and Valladares going to war in the center of the ring. Brought to you by Box Stars, Fight Stars TV. Download the app. Visit the website, Fight Stars TV. Cheers.
FightStars.TV, baby.
Okay.
Baby.
I missed the ... FightStars.tv. This is the fourth round. And this is an 8-rounder, so we're halfway.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Check out Patrick learning his Spanglish out there in Monterrey. Let's go, champion. Guadalajara style. Man, look, Daniel Cejitas Valladares is still breathing hard, but he's still throwing punches. He's still, he's still dogging the fight in there, and he's obviously winning. I can't say I have a scorecard in front of me right now, but if I'd have to say, Cejitas is winning all the rounds so far.
Absolutely. I agree. On that generalship we talked about.
Is that a glob of Vaseline they just
I don't know. Is that legal?
I don't know. That much Vaseline? What
it might be legal in Mexico. Okay.
Oh, man. I mean, if the referee doesn't catch it, nobody's catching it. The guy's going in there with a blob of Vaseline on the left side of his face. All right, we are in the fourth round. 2 minutes, 50 seconds in. Hope you guys are enjoying these fights. Being beamed from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Let's go, champ. What's that? Oh, right hand lands for Loranca. Oh, my God.
I think he knocked the Vaseline off his face. So.
Yeah, it's amazing to me, man. And, you know, I guess we see this.
There we go. Hold on. Right hook, straight left.
Yeah, Cejitas is starting to put stuff together. Good way to...
And these guys, if you think about Navarrete and the guys like this, these Mexicans really will fight at any angle, and they'll throw punches as they're twirling and twisting. Have you noticed that?
You know what? Good fighter to bring that up with, Navarrete, man. You know, some of these guys are built different. And Navarrete, what he has is he has long ranging arms.
Yes.
And he's able to hit you from angles that regular guys won't be able to hit you.
And he will throw in positions that most guys won't and catch you. A la Pacquiao in ways. Throwing punches.
Yeah, they're moving while they're throwing punches. They don't have to plant their feet necessarily to hit you with some good power.
No.
That's rare, too. You know, usually you got guys that, you know, coaches especially, that'll tell you, plant your feet when you're ready to throw some power shots. These guys kind of go above and beyond the mold. They break the mold.
And trainers will train that, too. They'll say it's bad form to throw off balance like that. But Navarrete, he's made it work. He really has. Taken that unconventional style and had some big paydays and overachieved. I think he was what was the fight? He was the B-side on the Dogbo fight when he knocked him out. Dogbo was undefeated, and Navarrete really showed him some unconventional style and beat him up. So
yeah, he's definitely a dangerous fighter. I mean, Navarrete, I don't know who I could put him in there that I say would definitely destroy him. I know that that weight division has a few fighters that could probably give Navarrete some real work, but he's a whole different species. That guy. Yeah. All right, step back.
He might have troubles if he goes up.
Yeah, I mean, what would help him obviously is his range and his height. You know, it'll give him that a little bit of an advantage. But you know how it is, man. You start going up in those weight classes, your power's not the same.
No,
you're facing guys that are able to take hits from heavier guys.
Yes.
So sometimes it doesn't translate, sometimes it does. But right
Pacquiao
now,
translated all the way up to 147 from minimum weight.
Crazy. You know, those are legends.
Yeah.
Those are phoenixes. You know, you rarely get those unicorns.
Those are galloping gazelles.
All right. Hey, listen, 15 seconds left of an 8-rounder. Loranca Valladares giving it all in the phone booth right now. Referee steps in, breaks them up. They continue action, finish the action in the center of the ring. And we're having a fun fight with two guys that are ready to fight and not just, kind of just look at each other, stare at each other. I don't think we ever get those type of fights in Mexico, man.
No. They do not phone them in, as the expression is. They come guns a-blazing. It's the pride, too. That's what we talked about. It's not always the money with them. It's not always the bling and the fame. Although
it's a country pride thing.
Nothing wrong with a little bling.
Nothing wrong with a little bling. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, you're a prize fighter. You're fighting for prizes, right? You're fighting for the money.
Prizes. That's right.
You're fighting for the money. But
cars, gold, diamond rings. But you're right though. Mexican fighters don't fall into that trap. They, like we said, they fight for something different at times than Americans seem to.
I think when you're fighting for your country, you got that national pride,
Yes. And in Mexico, it's not just country, it's region. Like a Sinaloa fighter, a Culiacan, a fighter from Tijuana, they will fight regionally and hold pride from their area also. Los Moches is another one that comes to mind from Mexico where fighters come from.
So different regions?
Different regions in Mexico, yeah. Los Moches, Sinaloa is Chavez. I think is Sinaloa. I think
it's crazy, right? Because
Eric Morales is Tijuana, of course. Romero is Mexico City.
So when you're in America, you're like, okay, Philly fighters, New York fighters.
Yes.
You got
and styles
Jersey
are different.
Fighters, styles. Yeah. Oh, in Mexico, regionally, the styles changed too a bit.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that as much, but we know in America. Yeah, I would have to do more research in that. I don't want to jump the gun here.
But I could possibly see that
Probably.
happening. Even though we talk about the Mexican style fighting,
Yeah.
and that's just everywhere. You
Yes.
know, it's the national, I guess, style that was
Yeah.
adopted. You know,
Well, yeah.
that front forward, step on the gas kind of style.
Kind of put your fists up at your chin and kind of come and wade in and punch coming in. That's for sure.
But I can also see that regionally, you know, you have.
Oh, what is this?
You have difference in these fighters. What's
Oh,
going
okay.
on?
I thought
You thought a knockout happened?
Yeah, I thought we had a stoppage.
Oh, look
Not
at this
Mexico.
guy.
No way.
All right, we deterred. We are 1 minute 43 seconds.
But yeah, getting back to the styles like that, that's interesting. The Mexican style. Canelo has kind of evolved out of that Mexican style and picked up, like we saw from Floyd, some of that head movement and some of the movement from American fighters. So Floyd's incorporated, or Canelo has picked up some of the American style, arguably.
And honestly, like, good point that you brought up, you know, because I feel like sometimes we pigeonhole the Mexican style or the Mexican fighter to one style.
Yeah.
And Canelo's a perfect example of breaking that mold.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he brings that Mexican style, you know, but he's developed his
yeah.
Mexican style.
True.
And he's developed it in ways where we see wrinkles of Floyd. We see wrinkles of maybe some of your favorite fighters.
Yeah,
He does it. He
absolutely.
does it all.
Absolutely.
But he always brings that Mexican forward style. You know, still brings that.
Eventually, if you get him mad enough, the Mexican
Yeah.
style it'll come.
He'll finish you in the 11th round.
Yeah.
Right now, Valladares in the center of the ring with Loranca, trading shots. He's on his Taekwondo legs. Good pivot, left hook to the body. Loranca throws his left hook to the body and right hand. Looks like we got a fight. We might have thought that Loranca was going to quit early in the fight. Maybe some of you thought that because he was a last minute the replacement. Last minute
No such
replacement.
luck.
Yeah,
such luck for you Valladares fans.
last minute replacement or not. Loranca's giving Valladares a fight.
Luna or Loranca?
Loranca.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's just go with Loranca. Cheap. It ain't Luna, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no.
And even though Luna was, his nickname was the Guerrito, the warrior, you know, you got to give Loranca a little bit of that name. You know, he's in there. He took a fight at the last minute, and
Yes.
he's not backing
Respect.
down. Mucho respecto.
Muchos.
Mexican style, wicked wild. Valladares, I think his punch output though kind of slowed up a bit. You know, he's not putting his combinations in a way where he's setting up Loranca. He's got to set up Loranca. Loranca has some gas, man. He's starting to throw more body shots. And it looks like every time he goes back to the corner, Valladares is the one that's kind of
Breathing heavy.
Breathing
You said
heavy.
that. Yeah.
You know, I could tell from a guy when you start to see those chest compressions really fast, and you know,
Yeah.
he's not using.
When you're not breathing from the nose.
you're not
Primarily.
breathing from the nose.
When yeah. When the mouth is open, there's trouble.
What happens is you got guys that breathe from the chest. They're chest breathers. You know,
Yeah.
they don't use the lower parts of their lungs. You know,
Yeah.
and that could be a mistake. And
Mouth
that's taught.
breathers, they call them. Yeah.
Mouth breathers. I hope you appreciate the sound effects. All right. Shout out to Fight Stars TV.tv, that is. Shout out to Box Stars as well. ESPN Knockout. We're sending these fights up here to the States.
And shout out to our other announcers, Paulie Malignaggi, Claudia Treos, and Jaime Mota.
Let's go, champs, holding it down from the studios. And looks like we're seeing some highlights. Is that what's going on, or did the fight just start and it just
Yeah,
zip past
some
me?
highlights, I think.
Some highlights, no
It was
cuts.
fast, though.
Well, that doesn't look like he's really. Oh no, that was Loranca. See, Loranca didn't look like he was tired at all. I was ready
Yeah.
to say, okay, Valladares maybe got his gas right back, but no. All right, guys, we have begun the what is this? The 5th round. They got to do better with the actual. See, when you get to the bottom of the time clock, it says
you have
6
to-
through 8.
Well, you have to have 20/10 vision or 25 to read times. What is this shit? Fighter pilot
What do you
vision.
think I'm going cyborg and shit, trying to fucking find the fucking round. Listen, whether I can see the round or not, there's some action going on in the ring.
Travis, get us the microscope over here. We got to check what round it is.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm ordering it on Amazon. It'll be in
Yeah.
a second.
You got a lupa back there? Why? Yes, my dear Watson. All right. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And Loranca and Valladares still giving us a show in the phone booth style. Let's go, champ. Shout out to Claudia Trejos and Paulie Malignaggi again with Mr. Jaime at the studios commentating as well. We're here on the Alex Doomsday Lainez channel. Big up to everybody that's tuning in with us. Patrick Oakes, Travis as the producer, and yours truly, Alex Doomsday Lainez.
The
Enjoying.
big dog.
Cheep.
It's sticky paws, you know?
Sticky paws out here. Don't get the paws. All right? Keep it cool and get these paws.
You defame the paws, you get the claws.
There you go. That's
bitchy-
Travis's motto
bitchy
right
claws.
there. Damn. They just shut down the coolest fucking the coolest insert there. All right. Good head movement by Valladares. Slips away from the left hook. Loranca hits the body. And look, man, we're getting a phone booth fight right now. These guys are just swinging for the fences, trying to knock each other out. Jab and then a right hook. Jab and then a right hand. It's hard
Hold
shots.
on, you're seeing jabs? I don't know.
It's a-
Mexican
it's a-
fighter.
it's a
You
jab.
call that a jab? Yeah, there's a jab there. I guess you're right. But
It's not the most prominent punch in the fight, I'll tell you that.
Not with Mexican fighters.
Left hooks, a lot of hooks.
Oh, yeah. A lot of body shot. Shovel, what do they call them? Shovel punches. to the
Shovel
body,
uppercuts.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, a lot of that.
It's when you're shoveling in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you dig it. You get those you drop them.
You really could dig in. You could really dig in with the shovel uppercut is one of my favorite uppercuts. You know, you could have variations of the uppercut. You can have variations of your jab, the right hand. You know, it's different angles that some of these fighters are able to throw it from. But when you got these shovel uppercuts digging right into your ribs, they can really slow you down.
Absolutely. Especially in the later rounds.
Okay, left hook by Loranca. Loranca's starting to get some momentum here, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Feints, throws the left hook. And Valladares is starting to drop his hands a little bit, man. I'm not liking that.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're fighting Mexican style, you know, you drop your hands or
You know punches are coming.
Punches are coming.
You know they're coming no matter what.
Loranca pins Valladares in the corner. Holy cow, man. Looks like we're getting Valladares right now on the back foot. Let's go, champ. Champ. All right. Shout out to everybody. KDDR. Thank you for tuning in. Champy Lampy. You got Patrick over here that needs some aguita.
Yo.
Ready to pass out. Too much action going down in Monterrey, Mexico.
I'm going the way of Valladares, or was it Loranca that was going? I need a fan on me.
Shout out to
I need a
Madison.
corner over here. Cornerman.
Hey, get this guy a bucket of ice with a cold towel. Mike on Sports. Shout out to Mike Boster Gross for tuning in. Twin, what up, champy? The weigh-in. Shout out to Next Up Sports. Shout out to Tank, the champ. You know, Tank Furman, if y'all don't know, has an incredible story. Check him out on his IG. Tank Furman. I mean, this guy went from 250 pounds due to 175 pounds. Changed his life. He's been an inspiration for so many.
Yeah.
So many also in his community. You know, he's Salvadorian fighter, and his community has given him so much support.
Excellent.
So congratulations to you, man, for all your accomplishments. Super Max. Big shout out to Super Max, man. How do you like these fights, man, right now that are going down in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, bro? We normally don't get to see some of these fights, obviously. We're getting to see them tonight. So I'm going to get behind these fights. I'm going to get excited. We are at 2-minute, 30-second mark, and Loranca hits Valladares with a right hand. What the hell happened there? I don't know.
I missed it. Was it a headbutt or was it a punch?
I don't know. I think it was a punch, but the referee right now is going to the corner, and I think the doctor's going to check something out. We might have a cut, Patrick.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. What's going on?
They'll fight through it. Put them out there. This is Mexico,
Listen,
baby.
this could be Loranca's
Blood and guts.
Cinderella man moment here.
Yeah.
You know, you come in the last moment, you haven't been training, and then you get a dub.
Do you got the records right
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Is this a point being deducted?
No.
Oh.
What do you have the records over there? I'm in front of me. What do we got?
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about Loranca, we have no information.
no
on it.
idea.
But what we do know about Daniel Cejitas Valladares is that he's 25-3-1, 15 KOs. So he is a known fighter, you know, for stopping other opponents. So again, that just goes to give Loranca more credit. Off balance, throwing a right hand right now, and Valladares sticking the jab, trying to come in and maybe unload a heavy shot. But he has to stick behind that jab.
What was that, a Superman punch?
I thought I was MMA for a second.
He pushed off that back foot and leapt up.
We're at the 1-minute, 35-second mark, guys. Hope that you're enjoying the fights. Beaming up from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Brought to you by FightStars.tv. presented by Box Stars. Shout out to ESPN Knockout. And let's go, champ. Oh, that right hand, I don't know if it landed or it just slipped away, but that was a good shot by Valladares. Again, these guys are center ring. Loranca, I think, is starting to take the back seat on this round, at the end of this round. I think he's trying to maybe just conserve some of this energy. I think
backdoor man.
Back foot status, champ.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got to take a break as a fighter. You can't give it all up in one shot. You could blow your load, and next thing you know, you're looking up at the guy. You know, he knocked out. You know, the first guy that lose the gas is the one that gets mad, man. You know, you get knocked out. You can't lose the gas. You got to know how to preserve that tank. But Loranca still walking forward, trading with Valladares, unloading some of his hooks.
I mean, the volume with these guys, especially at the weight class, and especially because they're Mexicans, it almost seems like they have unending energy at time, or they need to have it with the way that they throw punches and bunches.
No, and again, these
economy is not a word they understand when it comes to the punch game.
Usually, we see the economy in the heavyweight division. You know, you got to be a little more conservative.
Absolutely. Although we see with American fighters that, you know, welterweight and middle, Floyd used to evoking him again, 30 punches around, 40. Then we knew it was a Floyd round. When there was 30 or 40 punches thrown, we knew it was a Floyd round. So no such luck with the Mexicans. 130 punches.
130 punches per round.
Yeah.
My God. Shout out to Global Scorer too. Download the app. You can actually score the fight live. Shout out to Global Scorer. All right. Looks like we're going into the last round of an 8-round contest. So shout out to these two fighters. Big shout out to Loranca for coming in last minute and lasting all 8 rounds, you know. When I see fighters coming in like that, and I know the story, and I know that this wasn't for them, and then they go ahead and give you those 8 rounds. Yeah. You know, especially for all my hardcore fans out there, you know, there's much respect given to these fighters.
Absolutely.
Not an easy task.
No.
Seeing some more highlights here. Let's go, champ. Who else we got here? Okay,
got Madison in the chat.
Yeah, Madison's actually scoring this.
Mad Dog is.
Let's go, Mad Dog. He got it 4-4. Then another score pops up, 25-3. Oh, okay. He's giving you these stats on his record.
Oh, 20. Okay, 25-3.
Yeah. So Loranca is 4-4, journeyman style.
Damn, holding it down.
What we were talking about, dude. You know, these guys come in as journeymans. The records.
Fight starts.
Don't reflect. Fight starts. This is the 8th round. These guys are going all out. It's over. We're going to truly see Mexican style now. Truly, you're going to see Mexican style now. Look at Loranca fainting, trying to make his way into the phone booth. Valladares actually doesn't seem to want to engage in the booth. He's really happy on his stance right now. Let's see where he wants to take this last round. You got to leave an impression, right?
Absolutely.
There you go, Valladares. Jab, right hand to the body. Good landing with that right hand. Loranca starting to walk forward, trying to apply some pressure. Double, tripled the body shot. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, 5 seconds of the last round here from the Sticky Paw Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside my co-host Patrick Oakes and the producer, Mr. Travis. Let's go.
In unison.
Let's go. Referee steps in to break up the holding. And we didn't even see that much holding, man. These guys do not hold, man. It's very entertaining fights. Obviously, there's levels. And technically, sometimes depending on what type of style you like, you might like a more technical style, but this style always brings action and is a lot of fun to watch.
Brings heart too.
Yeah,
these guys have heart, man.
Loranca steps in with multiple uppercuts to the body, trying to really dig in. I mean, it's the last round. You got to give it all. Go for the gusto.
Give it up, baby.
Valladares just did a 1-2 step right now.
You know they're little guys, too, and they wear the trunks, and they come all like halfway down their calf, like
Patrick with
they're bantamweights when they got pants shorts on, you know what I mean? They couldn't find shorts short enough for them, but these guys really kill it for their size.
He got the observation on the box.
Sorry, we don't have them to ride that high, baby.
You bought him
Below the knee, baby.
You bought him 2 sizes too big.
Yeah.
What's going on?
He wants to grow into him.
Listen,
you know?
Loranca's belly button is not that far up. You're right.
That's
It's
true.
a little far up on the belt line. But 30 seconds left. We're closing out this 8-rounder. And these guys are not going out quietly. They're throwing shots. They're in the center of the ring, blow for blow. Referee paying close attention that they don't headbutt each other because the action is in the phone booth. Uppercut by Valladares. Left to the body by Valladares. And he's starting to close in on Loranca, and Loranca slowed down. No volume coming out of Loranca. Right hand lands by Valladares. And Loranca trying to hold the very end of the contest.
What's this? He's chewing
Mouthpiece.
his glove off. Oh, I thought he was chewing his glove off.
Take him off. I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
No way.
Bare knuckle, baby.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
That's it. The fight is
All right.
over. Loranca, Valladares gives us...
What do you think? Valladares took it. Loranca gave a great fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd be a liar if I didn't give Loranca at least 3 rounds, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He earned some of those rounds. And, I mean, you could call them swing rounds or whatever you want, but he definitely had at least 3 rounds in the bag. He actually surprised me, man, with the heart.
Yeah.
And the ability to stay in there these 8 rounds, considering
And
that
breathing hard from the first round.
from the first round.
From the first round.
Loranca on the highlights right now. Some of his shots landing. Oh, it was. Oh, okay. It might have been a low blow that landed in that highlight earlier when we were trying to see what was going on. It's safe to say though, Valladares got this.
Yeah.
Let's go to the people right now. See what they think. Let's go, champ. Big shout out again to Mayimbe, Jaime Hernandez. What up, champy? Puro pinche Mexico, bro. Representando out here, bro. Giving us some good fights, man. Listen, I know they're not the marquee fights that you guys are used to, but man, it's always good to see a good fight and guys that are willing to leave it all in the ring and entertain us. Let's go. Don't mind Pat, you know. He walks off every now and then. All right. It looks like we have the lovely Claudia Trejos on the Fight Stars live stream right now. And shout out again to Paulie Malignaggi as well, joining us from the Los Angeles studios. Big shout out to Jaime as well, joining us from the actual blue corner, right? Right behind him is the actual blue corner post.
Yeah, it looks good.
So big shout out to Jaime Mota for tuning in with us on tonight's fights. I don't know, man. I'm seeing some grimacing looks from, I think, Valladares, man. Something might have happened. I don't know if it was a headbutt, but something is hurting him.
I don't know how you like track these punches. Like I'm trying to watch with you on my end, and I seriously like you're like, ooh, uppercut, like jab. I'm like, bro, I just see hitting. Like it's so.
Yeah, brother. Listen, man. You've been watching the fights for as long as I have. You know, you just see these things coming, and these guys were giving us a show. You know, I'm not gonna say that it was the most technical show. You know. But it was definitely a good show and fun to watch. Let's. I think that I might be safe in saying that Valladares did get that decision win. Right now, Paulie Malignaggi's on there saying his piece, so we're not actually in ring. But no surprise to me if Valladares took this dub. No surprise, champy. Shout out to Tigre 2 times. ¿Qué onda, campeón? Aquí, bro. From Sticky Paw Studios in Las Vegas, man. Covering these fights tonight. I know that they're not the most marquee fights that, you know, sometimes some of the boxing public is used to. But I am excited nonetheless because I'm getting a chance to cover some of the fights that we normally don't see here in the States. And you just never know when you're going to get that jewel, that diamond in the rough from these locations. So very happy to be here. R. Vega, man, congrats, Doomy, man. Listen, my friend, shout out to you. I appreciate your support and you tuning in with us tonight, watching these fights and having a little fun on here. You already know. Joseph Jackson, good scraps. No complaint from me, man. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. This is true boxing fans, right? They'd like to see some good fights, some good scraps. This was an 8-rounder, obviously. Not a championship fight, not a 10-rounder, but nonetheless a fight that was full of action. So glad that you guys are tuning in with me. And yes, Valladares did get the decision. Loranca should not be ashamed one bit of his performance. He was a last-minute replacement, from what my understanding is. And he did his very best and was able to stay in there and tango with Valladares for 8 rounds, which I believe Valladares was the favorite in this fight. So, again, it's not too often where you get a last-minute replacement and you get a decent fight. So, big shout-out to Loranca. Big shout-out to Valladares, a.k.a. Cejitas, for putting on a good show. Champ. So, we're going to go ahead and wait and see what's next up. And I think the next fight up, Travis, is the IBF Super Flyweight World Title Eliminator. It is a 12-rounder, so get ready for
12 rounds of getting hit in the face?
Not easy.
Not easy
Not easy at
all.
all. Listen, it's 36 minutes of pain. You understand? Even in the octagon, when you're fighting a championship fight, you got 5-minute rounds. It's 25 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
It's 25 minutes. Obviously, per round, you're
Street
fighting.
fights don't even last that long.
Oh, my God. Street fights are... a street fight can last 1 second, right? Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules over there. This is the beauty of the sport of fighting, whether it be MMA or boxing, is that, there's a set of rules there that you got to abide by. You can't really go crazy. And there's discipline in that, right? Mm-hmm. And you have to abide by the rules. And the street fight, I could be boxing you 1 second. Next second, I'm fucking throwing a bottle at you. So, when you get into the sportsmanship of fighting, it's truly a discipline. And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy to give all the credit and kudos to all these men and women that step into the ring. Shout out to King KO. King KO. Listen, what God has given can no man take away from you, my brother. What God has given you can no man take away from you. All right? And I'll leave it at that, man. So thankfully I'm here. And I'm enjoying a good night of boxing here, commentating at the Sticky Paw Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, man. I'm very, very, very content and blessed. Who's going to be... you going to be in the Vegas for Barrios Thurman? I really don't know exactly where the Doomatron's going to be teleporting to next. But I'm going to keep you guys definitely aware and informed on what routes I'm taking, in my future now going forward. So, shout out to Steven. Boxing is boxing. Don't need elite level to see a good fight. And this card's proof of that. Really enjoying the stream, guys. You're on fire right now. Estamos caliente, mi gente. Thanks for those kind words, Champy. I know you understand boxing. So, it means a lot. These fighters right now are living it all on the line, giving us some good entertainment. So, I'm with it, man. I'm definitely with it. So, right now, you have the fighters that are going to be fighting for this title eliminator actually being... showcased right now. And if I could interpret, que gane el mejor. Mi sueño es llegar a ser campeón del mundo. And isn't it for everybody to finally, reach that pinnacle, that top of being a champion? That's what is the end goal for all these men and women that step in the ring, is to be a champion. Shout out to Box Stars Promotions again for covering and presenting these fights out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Travis, somebody get Travis a 6 triple espresso right now.
Oh, did you just see me yawn?
He yawned. he yawned and he tried to play it off. The only reason I caught it because his eyes got watery.
Yeah, it's like it's my bedtime. I don't know, man.
It's all right. Listen, he just had some good dinner. He should have been in bed, right?
You're right.
Okay, the lovely Claudia Trejos. Let's go, champ. All right, Mike on Sports. Can we start calling in soon? Mike, man, I'm going to have to get all that put together.
Shit. I mean, I can open up a Zoom link right now.
Yeah, Travis can open up a Zoom link. You guys can call in if you want to try it out. I'm pretty sure Travis is willing to go ahead and try to do it. So, I know we're used to Skype.
Have we come up with a nickname? Is my mic dead?
No, it's there.
Is it? If we come up with a nickname for Travis, we need
YT, Young Travis, is what most people, most people call me.
YT Young Boy. How many kids you got?
0.
No kids? Okay. So we'll call him Young YT.
Young Whitey.
Young YT? Oh, shit.
Young YT. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's all good, man. Listen,
I'll take it.
Travis is good sports over here. Who else is on here, man? What up? Hi, man. Again, man. Salute to you, champ. Everybody that's tuning in right now on the Alex Doomsday Lainez channel, man. Appreciate y'all here from the Sticky Paw Studio. Looks like Pat came back to life.
Back. 6 shots later.
Six espresso
6 shots in again. 6 more, baby.
Injected caffeine into his neck.
Yeah, you got get those IV bags out, would you? Oh, got him back
Holy
there.
cow!
Give me that camping chair. I want to take another nap.
Just right there. Commentate from the floor.
There's a cot.
Exactly.
There's a cot in studio, guys.
Oh yeah,
Pat
gets
fell,
hot in here, and we got a cot in the back.
Pat fell apart on it.
What are the 3 hots and a cot, man?
Listen, there's obviously some intermission right now going on. The lovely Claudia Trejo's talking her box talk with Paulie Malignaggi at the LA studios. So in the meantime, that we wait for this IBF Super Flyweight World Title Eliminator. I guess we'll kick it a little bit here with Pat. Talk a little bit about boxing. How's the landscape looking? I know there's a lot of things going on. I know that this weekend we have a fight. Joe Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Who actually had a last-minute replacement. You know, Callum Johnson was supposed to be fighting, and
Yeah.
the Rona strikes again.
Yeah. The Omicron.
The Omicron,
You
man.
got Omnicrommed.
How you know how much does this this Rona affect our sport, man? I mean when it first came out, it threw everything into a bind. There was nothing going on, and I think that's the fear from most boxing fans right now. You know, they don't want to go through what they went through in those time periods where it was literally no boxing.
Yeah.
You know, what are we to do?
Well, we might have to do some fight clubs and get some of those backroom brawls, backyard brawls started again. Who knows, man?
Nah, it was
fights will happen no matter what, though. We know that. So
it was a scary time for the boxing. I hope it doesn't happen again. That's for sure. And
no, we came out in a big way, I think, at the end of last year with the Canelo fight and some of the other bigger fights that we had. I think we moved through.
We overcame.
Yeah,
we overcame.
We have overcome.
Look,
we got a Filipino fighter that entered the ring, and it's always good when you get a war of styles.
Okay, so
IBF super flyweights.
The name is Jade Bornea, fighting out of General Santos City, Philippines, and he's taking on Mohamed Obadi Maraviglia, and he's fighting out of
Look at those
Morocco.
records too.
Casablanca, bro. Casablanca, Morocco. I mean, I'm always hearing about the Blue City.
Oh, no kidding. This is it's a Moroccan versus a Filipino in Mexico.
In Mexico, dude.
This is an international fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, who says...
Let's do this.
Who says these fights can't happen in Mexico? You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? And we're probably going to get a good fight in this one. You know, every time you're fighting for an eliminator or a certain position that'll get you in a title contention, you're going to
Especially when you're flying in from... I assume this guy flew in from Morocco, and we got the guy from the Philippines. So
you're right. I mean, I don't think that they're residents in Mexico.
No. So you're sacrificing. You're going to a foreign country to fight for this. So there's a lot on the line for these guys.
All right, there we go. Oh, listen, he has the Mexican flag as well as the Philippine flag. We don't know if he's actually half Filipino Mexico, or he just has a Mexican trainer, but he is repping both the flags. Jade Bornea, a.k.a.
That would be interesting if he had a Mexican trainer. There is a context for that. I know some Japanese fighters. The Tomoki brothers came and trained with, I think, Nacho Beristain and some of those Mexican trainers.
Okay.
To learn that style. You know,
so you might be right. Definitely.
Maybe.
Salam Mohamed Obadi. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in also on the Fight Stars YouTube channel, as well as on the Alex Doomsday Lainez channel. Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. I think we got a good fight coming up right now. This is a 12-rounder. This guy's looking phenomenal shape. I think that this is going to be an all-out war.
Absolutely.
Look at this guy.
Absolutely.
He's in shape, man.
These guys did not come to lose.
No way. No. Let me tell you, Mohamed Obadi is in shape. And looks like we're going to start up the first round. Referee trying to get a grip on the whole situation, reading out the instructions, calling out the belt lines. And the action is ready to start soon, champs. Let's go. Who do you guys got? I'm going to go over to the chat and see who's your dog in this fight. I think I'm going to side with Jade Hurricane Bornea. I like the... and look, Mohamed Maraviglia. Maraviglia is the nickname, which I think it's like Maravilla, you know?
Which means?
Which means marvelous, right?
You're right. Maravilla, that was Sergio Martinez.
Sergio Martinez.
Maravilla.
Now, it's interesting to me that Maraviglia got the Italian. But
there you go.
But his first name's Mohamed, last name Obadi. So... I don't know. It's gonna
He
be
speaks Italian. I think they talked about
Speaks-
that.
yeah.
In the pre-show that this guy does speak Italian, and of course Paulie was game and down with all
okay.
of that. So.
Shout out to Paulie Malignaggi, the Italian stallion. He's commentating right now with the lovely Claudia Trejo. So let's go, champ. Fight has begun, and looks like guys are just trying to find their range. You know, when you see two guys that are at a higher skill level, you start to see the respect. You know, you see it especially in the first round, in the first engagement. Guys are trying to find the range. They're trying to find their jab and trying to put combinations together. Bornea throws a double jab, throws a right hand to the body. Again, this is a 12-rounder. This is the IBF title eliminator. Flyweight, super flyweight world title eliminator. Let's go, champ. 1 minute, 54 seconds of the first round. And both fighters kind of sticking the jab out there, almost like they're fencing, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out their range.
And you're big on that.
Yeah, huge.
You believe fencing can help the fight? Could help the fighter?
Absolutely. I think that fencing is one of those sports that can really prepare a newcomer to the sport.
The footwork, the movement,
The jab, you know,
Yeah.
the jab is what I emphasize the most in
Yeah.
fencing, because your lead hand is the closest hand, and that's the hand that you hold your sword with. So
yeah.
it definitely helps. I know a couple of trainers that have actually recommended their fighters to, you know,
No kidding.
to have some fun. Yeah.
I mean, we got the Lomachenko ballet. I think for his dad got him in that for
Dance
4
school.
years. So.
Dance school.
Absolutely.
Listen, you work out those fast twitch muscles, and you know the dance moves they got over there.
That's a different level.
That's a different
Yeah.
level, dude.
Barishnikov.
Da, 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 da. No, it's a whole nother level, man.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're going into the last minute of the
This
first
guy's
round.
coming in strong.
Who, a body, right?
Yeah, body's coming in strong. Nice behind a nice jab.
Okay. Shout out to the Philippine family that's tuning in. A lot of love being shown to Bornea, man. Shout out to the Filipino
This
boxing.
guy is loading up. Abadi
Abadi.
is loading up on some of these punches. They're real crisp.
Yeah, he's probably trying to make a statement or trying to keep Bornea at bay. You know, the only way you do that is you find some respect with some
Yeah.
hard shots.
Yeah.
All right, we're going into the last 10 seconds of this first round. Both fighters not as timid as I thought.
No.
Throwing some heavy shots, like Pat just said. Obadi looking to gain some respect early in this fight.
Yeah, not as much of feeling out round as we might have thought,
Yeah.
right? These guys, they started swinging and winging in there by the second half of that round. So
All right, Gil, shout out to you, champ. Let's go. New York in the building. Gil, the ambassador. Steve, what up, champ? Salute to you, Mr. 704. Let's go. Cheers.
It's addicting to do that.
yeah,
Let's go, brothers, man. Let's go. VD Blanca. Wait, how's he doing this without Ness? Well, I'll tell you how I'm doing it without Ness. That's because I'm not attached to Ness, my friend. Okay? This is Doomy. 704. Y'all hit them thumbs up. There you go, champy. JD Blanca, man, if you're not privy to what's going on, go ahead on my YouTube channel and check out some of the videos that are up there. Maybe you'll find your answer there. Okay. Round 2 is in effect. Rain card girl making her way out. And it's on. Round 2 has just begun. Bornea Obadi for the super flyweight world title eliminator. IBF style. Wicked wild. Let's go. All right. Obadi's still throwing these heavy shots. Pawing. This is what you get with a southpaw and an orthodox fighter. You know?
Yeah.
The pawing of the jabs. It's who has the better positioning of that
absolutely. The
foot.
foot, yeah.
Mhm.
You took it right out of my mouth.
Let's go, champy. Right hook by Bornea. Looks like Obadi's aggression is working against him right now. Bornea reading off those heavy shots and throwing his own shots, trying to gain some respect because Obadi's just winging these punches without any respect. I mean, look, as long as he keeps his hands up,
Yeah.
he'll be safe. But
Yeah.
sometimes he drops this left hand. Every time he throws the right, he drops the left hand. Watch out for Obadi's left hand dropping every
Yeah.
time he throws a hard right. That could
Yeah, there it was. His chin was exposed.
that's gonna affect him. Oh, Bornea throws his own left hand, lands.
Is that an elbow?
No, it looked like it, right?
Like an elbow.
The angle was crazy on that
Yeah.
one. Left hand lands for the Hurricane. Obadi still throwing these right hands to the body, but he drops his left hand, man. This is not going to be good. That left hand is way down.
Yeah.
Look for
Yeah,
Bornea
I'm
to
with
kind
you.
of study that. Maybe
Throw
go
that right. He threw that right hook. He went for it.
that right hook. There you
Yeah.
go. He threw it again.
And he's pawning. He's touching on that left hand, but he's dropping it afterwards. You're right.
Oh, back of the head, Obadi. Relax, champy, man.
Yeah, he's doing the paw job.
Yeah, that's these shots, they're so dangerous to the
Yeah.
back of the head, man. You gotta be careful.
Cologne.
Yeah,
Pritchard Cologne.
Pritchard
Yeah,
Cologne.
the rabbit.
Big
punch,
shout
yeah.
out to Pritchard Cologne, man, a warrior that they truly gave it all in the ring, man.
Yeah.
These shots to the back of the head, I think, should be one of the most serious calls for these referees. I know that from close to 100 bouts that I've refereed, that's one of the most important things that I always look for is that
Yeah.
those shots to the back of the head. Very unacceptable, very dangerous.
Yeah, very.
Okay, the Hurricane pitting Obadi to the ropes, throwing these left shots. I think that the left hand is going to land, man. He's been setting it up for a while now with that right hook.
You're talking Bornea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming in patient. He's got his hand held high. He looks like he is looking for something.
Obadi, for the life of me, just keeps dropping that
Yeah.
left hand.
And the pawing and the dropping afterwards. You're absolutely right. And
it's
the right hand is held low too.
typical, right? Typical when you see the orthodox. Oh, right hand did land
Yeah.
for Obadi there. I don't know if it deflected off the
Ooh.
glove, but nice shot.
Uh-oh. That was that right hook.
Right hook
The
again.
one you called for with the drop of the hand.
Listen.
Lights out, baby.
As the gas tank depletes, so does the actual technical aspect if you're not careful in the beginning of the first rounds to keep that discipline. If you follow that undiscipline into the late rounds where you're needing that gas, it's so much worse.
Yes.
You're so much slower, and these shots can really land. And when you're tired, you're tired. It can really have a big effect on you. Let's go, Chant. Mr. 704, man. Bless my brother for all the support, man, and the understanding from everybody in the community. Fred the Boss, shout out to you, Champy, for tuning in with me. We're live here from the Sticky Paw Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, commentating on the fights happening right now in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Sitting here to the champ, next to the champ, Patrick Oakes. Shout out to the producer, Mr. Travis, a.k.a. Young YT.
Young YT.
You know what I'm saying? And we're having some fun tonight, getting to watch some good fights. They're not the marquee fights that you guys are used to, but they're hell of a entertaining right now, and I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
these guys are prospects, aren't they? I mean,
look,
23-0 record, a 16-1. I mean,
You're fighting for an IBF Superflight World Title Eliminator.
yeah.
You're not just anybody.
You're
you know?
there.
You're right there. You're right there knocking at the door. So if there's any fight tonight that you guys were interested in watching on this card, it is this one.
Yes.
We have a special attraction coming up
Ooh.
after, but
Oh,
left uppercut. Huracan is starting to land some good shots.
yes.
Obadi goes for the hold.
Like you said, the hands down.
Hands
little
down, it's no
exposed.
bueno. No bueno with these hands down. There goes the pawing. Good head movement, nonetheless, by Obadi. Able to evade some of these punches. The Hurricane almost looks like he just wants to land one hard shot.
Yeah.
Going forward, you don't always have to jab. So, I can't knock him for that.
Ooh.
He stepped in with forward pressure. And that, right hand lands for Obadi. Left hand shovel uppercut lands for Bornea. Oh, right hand again. Listen, Obadi keeps dropping
Yeah,
this left hand,
yeah.
but I don't know if it's helping him out with speed because he's landing.
Yeah.
Start to look at Obadi's left eye. I'm starting to see some bruising. Obadi
Is that
fought-
coming from those right hooks? Because
I-
he's dropping the hand like you said. It looks like that might be happening. Or is it? Or it's a headbutt.
It could
We
be a
got
headbutt,
Southpaw
Pat,
versus
but
Orthodox.
I think that the first one was right.
Yeah.
I think it's the right hook.
drop.
He's dropping his left hand way too much. All right, guys, we're going into the last minute of this 12-round fight. IBF Super Flyweight World Title Eliminator. Action coming from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Shout out to our co-host, out in the Los Angeles studios, the lovely Claudia Trejos and the legendary Champ Paulie Malignaggi. Okay.
He dropped him.
Oh, he dropped him with a body shot.
That don't look good.
Oh my God! The hurricane has struck and the house fell.
That's it, baby.
The house has fallen.
That's
the
it.
hurricane has come into town. Bornea unable to get up. What's going on? This is the longest 8 count I ever heard in my life. Holy cow! He was counting in points. 1.1, 1.2. Bornea is the winner.
Hold on, that's the top rank is in his corner. Yeah, this is a championship fight next time, and they said as much, didn't they? They said this is an eliminator.
This is an eliminator. This was a fight that had importance to it.
Yeah,
Look at that right hook, champ,
amazing.
and then that left body shot.
Yes,
It's one of my favorite combinations as a southpaw. You know, when you step into
Right
that
left.
southpaw, yeah, right hook, left shovel, right into the liver.
yes.
Or you can go into the floating ribs. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
guys think that, you know, it's just the liver. You know, you have the liver, you have the spleen, you have the floating ribs. This is a target, you know, targeting these areas in the body where they can
Absolutely.
really, really have an effect.
The sternum,
Sternum,
the pit of the stomach. I've been hit there before.
not a good feeling.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's a do I want to go on moment? do I take a knee or do I keep going? Do I stay or do I go?
Gotta question yourself,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Listen, I've been hit with some body shots. I've never been put down by them. But man, you gotta have a poker face in that ring.
Fucking do you ever?
You gotta have a poker face when you get hit in the body.
You gotta have a Lady Gaga when you have that moment.
Yeah, shout out to Show Kid. Shout out to the weigh-in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Mr. Steal Your Chin. Chin. Yo, he said it. He said his name, Mr. Steal Your Chin.
That's
God.
such a good username.
That's a dope name. Let's go. Drew down, Dumatron activated. You're daggone right.
We need a noise. Dumatron activated. Come on, give us a
Do-
noise.
do- do you have the
Come
me-
on, Whitey boy. I mean,
Yeah.
YT.
I need the Megatron.
Oh, is that?
That's
Wow,
it.
that was pretty good,
That's
actually.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the original cartoon.
Okay,
sound
we
for it.
have we don't have the soundboard, guys, and usually you're used to my soundboard. I got a Travis.
Yeah, we got a Travitron over there.
beep boop beep bop.
We're going a cappella with the sound bites. Let's go. All right, man. So look, it's safe to say that Jade Hurricane Bornea was triumphant. There is no decision. He didn't leave it in the hands of the judges. He finished it. He earned his IBF title contention. I don't know if he's next up. I don't know if they got another eliminator. We all saw what happened with Luis Ortiz and Philip Hergovich, and you know Joseph Parker not taking the fight for whatever good reasons he might have had. So we don't know. Well, I don't know if Jade Hurricane has any other eliminator to fight, or he's going straight into a title contention with this one. So
We'll
congratulations.
see. It gets murky out there at times. Though.
It does. It does.
We'll
The
see.
boxing business side is sometimes even more treacherous than the actual fight. So
Oh yeah, shark infested.
we'll leave it at that. Jade Hurricane Borneo, Victoria. Shout out to Philippines, to the Filipino boxing community. I know this was a big win for you guys because you do stick behind your champs and your fighters.
And they're southpaws.
Admirable. Yeah,
And
a
they're
lot of southpaws.
A lot of south, and it makes you wonder if they're real southpaws or if they convert. Pacquiao had a big impact on the
On a
young
lot of fighters, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
You know, there's a lot of young Filipino fighters that came in orthodox and left that gym southpaw as a result of the Pac-Man.
I wouldn't say no to that.
No,
I think a lot
no.
of Philippine boxers are inspired by the legendary
Absolutely.
Pac-Man, dude.
The Pac-Man.
And I would not be surprised if they took a regular orthodox guy and put him in as a southpaw. I personally love when fighters practice both stances.
Yeah.
From the very beginning. It's something to me that for a long time people kind of like fought me on it.
Well, they frown. The old school trainers frown on it.
They fight you on it.
Absolutely frown upon it.
But
But if you see Terrence Crawford, at least prove some of the critics wrong.
I
with
love
that.
the old school style of training, but I think that a big mistake with a lot of the fellas that have the old school training,
Yeah.
that they don't bring the new sciences,
Yes.
and they actually kind of kind of handicap themselves in a way because they're not moving forward with the times. You know,
Yeah.
fighting is fighting.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of new ways to train.
There's wrinkles.
There's wrinkles.
And we saw that with the cross step that came with the Triple G. Some of that cross stepping where you kind of close distance, kind of MMA stuff.
Jesse, don't worry about it, champ. You know, it could look like I cut a deal, but I'm not worrying about none of the bullshit. See, the thing is that they try to sabotage me. And instead of it working his way, it didn't work out his way. And I still have an opportunity to do something here. So, Jesse, shout out to you, champ. Whatever you think is your, you know, all respect to you, but I'm not worrying about any bullshit anymore. You know, I know who I am, I know what I've done, and I know how all this is playing out. So, again, guys, if you got any questions, I'm an open book. Go ahead and ask them. I'm out here because unlike the other gentleman, I did not try to sabotage him. He tried to do it to me, and guess what? Talent is talent, and I'm here repping for the Doomatron. All right? So let's go. There you go. Hit him with it, Trav.
Hit him
Ready?
with the noise box.
There we go.
Easy. I don't know.
So shout out to you, Jesse. It could look any way you want it to look, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to you. But I'm comfortable in my shoes, champion. Cheers! All right. It looks like we're getting into this special attraction. Claudia Trejo's right now kicking it with Paulie Malignaggi, covering the fights from Los Angeles. I'm here in the studio, Sticky Paw Studios, that is, with Patrick Oakes and my main man, Travis.
Yo.
Cheap. So we're having a blast. We're enjoying the fights. These fights are in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. So I'm just happy to be here and cover some action-packed fights, local fights. Not the marquee fights, again, that you guys are used to, but definitely fights that I'm enjoying tonight. Again, shout out to Joseph Jackson, Show Kid, everybody that's tuning in right now, showing love and keeping it 100. Let's go. Let's go. And just to give you guys a little bit of context on the next fight coming up, I really don't know what the special attraction aspect of it is. And what I do know is that my phone died, so I no longer
You had lived as long as you could. Yeah.
I no longer.
I saw you looking at me. I didn't catch the hint. Let's see what we got.
I'm looking at Pat like I know yours is
Come on, I
still.
need some help.
Patrick actually has a battery pack the size of a VCR connected to his phone.
I got my car battery hooked up to my phone at this point. We got Francisco. I'm gonna let you do this. I'm gonna. You give me.
Listen, Patrick.
I'm trying to get that flavor.
He's passing the baton right
Yeah,
now, but I just
let's
wanted to
do it.
give you guys a little bit of context, or at least the names and a little bit about the next fight, because we actually don't have the second fighter on our bout sheet. It was to be announced.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because
This is Mexico, baby.
if I'm getting a fight like I just did with Loranca and Valladares, I'm happy, dude.
Absolutely.
Last minute replacement, they go all rounds, and the guy
Yes.
gives him some comp. I'm okay with that. So, the actual what I've been calling as the A side, because every fighter from Nuevo León, Monterrey is to me like I guess the A side, right?
Yeah. They
So,
fight like they're the side. It doesn't matter.
Francisco Chihuas Rodriguez Jr. fighting out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, and his
Call him
record.
Junior.
Let's just call him JR.
JR. There
All
you
right.
go.
All right, JR fighting out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico is 34, 5-1, and 24 KOs. Holy shit.
Damn.
So this guy's a monster.
Got some power.
Travis, shout out to Travis wearing the cannabis shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Unlike Mr. Phibbs, who said that, I was a big pussy for not smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here
Keeping the smoke on.
keeping the smoke on, champ. So shout out to Trav.
What's really great is that now you can smoke weed inside the studio 100%. Just let up. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
You hooked up the exhaust pipe?
Yeah, the exhaust pipe, yeah.
We don't have
Blow
the
into
exhaust
it,
pipe
baby.
just yet, champ. We don't have the. I'll take a walk.
Bring the camera with you.
Dark night of the soul.
Jaime
Dark
Hernandez.
night of the smoke.
Jaime Hernandez shouting you out, Young YT.
Young YT.
Yeah, I'm
saying?
getting shouted.
Tommy.
Gotta love the community, man. Much respect to each and last one of you guys, man, for all the love that I've been receiving from you guys. Truly, man, I'm humbled, bro. I'm humbled, man. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me, regardless of the mierda that was being tossed at me. Straight snowball fucking mierdas getting thrown at me, man. So for all the real ones that know what it is, Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate y'all. Eric, damn. Eric Cruz, El Veterano. Thank you for stopping by, champ. I definitely do sleep good at night, my brother. I sleep on angel's wings, champ. Let's go. Okay, bantamweight 10-rounder. Francisco Rodriguez. Okay, we just had the actual names up too, man.
Got it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of insight on the opponent. Again, this is a bantamweight special attraction fight. Yeah, Francisco Rodriguez Jr. from Chihuahua, 29. He'll be taking on Arnulfo Salvador Pac-Man. His nickname is Pac-Man.
Really?
Yeah, so, I mean, we got to see if he's a southpaw. Maybe he's a southpaw doing his thing. 116 pounds, man. When you talk about the lower weight classes, man, these guys have so much energy. We're probably going to get that 130 punch count, like you said earlier, bro.
Yeah,
per
absolutely.
round. So the stance is southpaw. So not only is Arnulfo Salvador Pac-Man probably a last-minute replacement, his nickname is Pac-Man, and he's a southpaw.
Not a last-minute nickname, though.
Definitely not. Well planned.
He's riding on the coattails of a true legend.
True legend. Yeah, you know what? What was the thought process behind that? He must be
and he's Mexican, isn't he? Mexican fighter.
I got
pulling out the Filipino nickname, man. Respect.
Wow, Francisco got some belts back there, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got his younger brothers holding him up, so they're.
I see.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
Heavy, yeah.
Our kids can barely hold him, man.
Shout out to the Vargas family, man, who stopped by the Sticky Paw studio today, man.
Speaking of the family,
did their thing, bro. It gave me that reminder, man.
What was the nickname you used earlier? The Canelo family. What are they when they're out there in the streets?
Paleteros, right?
Paleteros, yeah.
Paleteros, yeah.
Yes.
Paleteros.
Now, what is a paletero?
For those that don't know, a paletero is basically the popsicle man that would come down the block selling the ice cream. And, he'd be ringing the bell, and then he'd pop that, cooler open, and he'd pop one of those out, and, you'd be the happiest kid ever, man. Paletero, man.
Always a seller.
Always a seller. Yeah, Canelo, man. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Paletero, $300 payday. Now he's a freaking
And they got
superstar.
pictures of him when he's that young, too. You can tell he came from that background.
He was always a badass, too.
Yeah.
Canelo,
Oh, yeah.
For a long time, I kind of put him in that mold of, like, kind of uppity, good, up good. But when I started to get into the history, and the family, and you start to see the essence of his actual culture and where he came from, man. He's a bad mofo.
Credit.
All right.
He molded that image from the bottom.
First round, 2 minutes 50 seconds in. Salvador versus Rodriguez in a 10-rounder. All right, Salvador stepping in with his jab, 1-2. Rodriguez just seems to be the more technically sound fighter.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but
Look at how straight up he stands. Look at how up and down. He doesn't have much bend at the waist or at the legs. We'll see if that comes into play.
it's 25 knockouts, if I wasn't mistaken, right?
Salvador or Rodriguez?
No, Rodriguez, man.
Yeah.
Rodriguez is he is the favorite. He is the A side. He had the crowd going wild, even though my audio was down. I could see the people, getting excited about him. So let's see what he showcases tonight. I mean, look, when you got a guy that's kind of a last minute guy, you go in there, you do what you got to do, you showcase, you do the job well done, and then you could move on forward to better and bigger competition. Salvador right now, throwing.
We got yet another southpaw. We've had 3 or 4 of these tonight. Southpaw versus orthodox.
Were they all named Pac-Man?
I think they want to be.
Definitely.
And is this guy Filipino also? That's the thing.
No.
No, he isn't.
Salvador is not
Yeah,
Filipino. Okay. Is he?
I think he might be.
Gonna
Trunk's got that anime look on it.
I'm gonna have to check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out again.
He's a TBD, so we didn't have the.
Salvador, man, I don't know. Trying to see if the last name kind of holds up to.
We got Filipinos got the.
Nah, he's
the
from
Spanish
Mexico.
base.
He's from
Okay.
Tijuana, Baja, California.
Okay.
Never been to Baja. Never been to Tijuana, but that's.
I've been many times. Many times.
So Pat will tell you, there's action in
There's
Tijuana right
Action
now.
Jackson down there.
Action
Yeah, for
Jackson.
sure.
Remember that movie?
Oh yeah,
Apollo.
Absolutely, Apollo Creed.
What's the actor's actual name? Because I can't.
Carl.
It was Carl.
Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, the Weatherman.
Apollo Creed, bro. It's crazy that's
The original
that's the name
Creed.
that always sticks.
It's just that Michael B. Jordan has kind of taken over the mantle.
All right, 35 seconds left of this round, and both fighters seeming to just kind of want to find the range. You know, this is what usually happens in these first couple of rounds. Rarely do we see guys coming out the gate like pit bulls and ready to go. This fight right now, I don't know how much of importance it is. It is a special attraction. Seeing those titles, though, being held up by Rodriguez's family just gives me, I guess, a sense that, you know, he's
there's some pedigree there.
There's some pedigree there. He's a known fighter, and he's expected to win right now.
Yeah, and he's bending at the waist. He's gonna unleash something.
Salvador seems to be standing real tall.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, the chin is straight up and down, and he's got a tall stance, and he could catch something.
Jesse, Trav has become a boxing fan. You know,
I'm learning so much. Like I'm trying. I'm really getting into it.
Yeah, Trav wants.
It's addicting, isn't it?
Trav wants to get into the sport. You know,
were you an MMA guy? Because we're by the UFC building, by the way. We didn't mention that.
I mean,
we're in stone's throw distance of the UFC building.
We share walls with the UFC Apex here in Las Vegas. Yeah. No, I've been to like 2 UFC fights, and I didn't realize how exclusive that was.
Yeah.
Until I posted on my stories, and people who are diehard fans are yelling at me.
Jealous, yeah.
I'm like, oh,
hating,
haters, dude. Haters.
Well, definitely. Here at Sticky Paw Studios, we're gonna be definitely covering MMA. You know,
absolutely.
It's something that we definitely love. I know for the guys that know me in the community, you guys know that I like MMA. I trained MMA for 6 years. I mean, I was a big gym rat, never competed, but we're definitely going to be covering the MMA sports. And we are, like Pat said, next to the Apex gym. If you guys don't know, the UFC gym, the facility is top notch.
Right here, baby.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So hopefully.
And we're looking to get our own gym and set up right across the street here. The combat zone, we'll call it.
Combat zone. You know,
baby.
you cover all facets of fighting with that. So stay tuned, guys. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming through within all combat sports, specifically, obviously, to boxing and MMA. So stay tuned. Get with it. Champ! I love it. Eric Garcia. It's Team Eric. Let's go, champ. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everyone, man, that's tuning in, reaching out, man, making sure that Dumatron's okay. And we're covering the fights right now from Monterrey, Nuevo Mexico. We're 2 minutes in, or 2 minutes left, to the second round between Salvador and Rodriguez. Tell me what you guys think in the chat. What's going on? How's the fight started? Who's your dog in the fight? And do you see this fight developing in the later rounds to something much more, not saying exciting, because they are still trying to figure things out, but I guess when you get a fight like Loranca and Valladares that's just action-packed throughout each and every round, you want to ask for more. But there's a lot of technical aspects to this particular fight, and you could see Rodriguez kind of, trying to set things up, pawing, giving Salvador different looks in order to open up some good shots. 1 minute left of the second round. Guys are in a tie-up. I think there might have been a headbutt there, or maybe a rabbit punch to the back of the head.
Oh! You knew it was coming. He dumped him.
Oh!
You knew it was coming, though. He had that squat stance. Guy was too high. Boom.
Right? Was that a right hand?
Right. I believe so, yeah.
The referee's head got in the way.
Yeah. It won't be long. This guy's standing up too straight. That chin's open for him.
Look, you called it from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Standing very tall.
Yep.
Rodriguez trying to finish his opponent.
Yep.
Not letting go. Salvador biting down. Trying to throw his own body shots. But looks like Rodriguez got hit in the head again. Another headbutt. This is
not surprising.
Not surprising at all.
Southpaw Orthodox.
Especially when you're fighting in the booth, too.
It's
like the triple combo there. Damn,
triple threat.
Where's my soundboard? Triple combo.
Triple combo.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Travis is it's a walking soundboard.
Here we
Fucking
go.
acapella.
We're
I
getting
have no
some
response
comments
to that.
saying this guy looks like a mini Golovkin. This guy is starting to throw it.
Shout out to Jesse. Jesse, I know, bro. I know you're not used to the MMA aspect, but champ, we're definitely going to be covering the MMA sport as well. I know for my diehards that sometimes is a problem, but
Shit, we're gonna cover it all. Bare knuckle, I don't give a shit.
Bare knuckle.
Like I said, backyard brawls, whatever. Let's do it.
if
Throw down, you get beat up. You get beat up. You fight. It's fighting.
if you're fighting, you're fighting.
You're fighting. You're fighting.
That's the motto out here. Fight
Yes.
Stars TV.
The combat zone.
If you're MMA, boxing, bare knuckle, guess what? You're still a fight star.
That's right. That's right.
You're still a fight star, champion.
Ah, man, I gotta get better at that one.
Damn, what was that a real bell?
No, that was
That
me.
that sounded like a mandolin. Okay, highlights again. Francisco, it is the third round. The only way I know this is because the ring card girl is holding the round.
It didn't even pan up to
Not
it.
a bad way to learn about the round, but nevertheless.
Nevertheless, champ. Bantamweight, special attraction, let's go action in play. Third round, Salvador Rodriguez. Can Rodriguez finish the job early? Or can Salvador, make a comeback, adjust, start to let off some of his own shots and maybe gain some respect? Rodriguez's momentum right now is high.
Yeah.
1-2. Man, I think that the step in 1-2 for Rodriguez is going to be his money. I don't think that Salvador can properly defend every time he does that. Mikey Garcia has a pretty good step in attack jab with a right hand. Oh my God, Rodriguez unloading body shots and then bringing it back up top. 2 minutes left. A lot of volume coming from Rodriguez. Salvador trying to move, trying to give head feints, head movement. Maybe that can help him just a bit. But Rodriguez is good in that after he attacks the body, he goes up top. And when he's not successful up top, he goes back to the body. Left hand! Rodriguez on Bambi legs. Shakes it up, then comes back up. Whoa! The referee giving the 8 count. Salvador is hurt. I think Rodriguez is going to
Bambi
go.
legs. Is that an official boxing term?
I think it is, shit. I think it is.
Skating on ice.
He's skating on ice, brother. He's on Bambi legs. No, listen, guys. Rodriguez knows he smells blood. He's going in for the kill. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Half the round still available for Rodriguez to finish this fight. Salvador, though, willing to stand. Willing to stand in front of Rodriguez. Oh, my God.
That's it.
Double right body shots by Rodriguez.
Yes.
It's over, folks. I think that we might see the stoppage. Am I calling it too soon? I don't know. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Can Rodriguez put him away? I don't think so, man. Looks like Rodriguez is starting to cruise. He's cruising. That's it. 30 seconds left. Looks like Salvador might make it out of this round. Very weak jab by Salvador. Right body shot with momentum for Rodriguez. 1-2, 1-2. Body shot by Rodriguez again, trying to finish the fight. 30 seconds left in this round, and I don't think that Salvador is going to get put away. I think right now Rodriguez has let his foot off the gas. And
yeah, he's going to make it out of the round, surprisingly.
Yeah, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. And listen, it's another body shot by Rodriguez. Listen, if this fight starts to go into the later rounds, I can tell you what. Rodriguez has dumped enough water in that basement to flood the place. Salvador's not going to be able to move the way he's moving. Crazy winging punches by a Salvador. Not a good look. Not a good look, but nonetheless, warrior status.
Absolutely.
He's in there, Mexican style, wicked wild, making it a fight. Entertaining for all of us. Cheers! Cheers! Yo, Steven, this shit was getting crazy, bro. Bambi all day. Looking for mommy. Matt, what up? Shout out to Matt the Machine Gun Garces. A true boxing fan. Let's go, champ. Watch with us. There's a link there. There's a link in the chat. If you guys want to watch live on fightstars.tv. Thank you for tuning in with the Doomatron here on the Alex Doomsday Lainez channel. You know, I figured I'd cover these fights here with Patrick and Trav.
Yo.
Sitting
It's T-Dog on the mic.
It's
Your
young,
sticky paw.
it's young YT. And we're having a blast, man. We're having fun on tonight's fights. Coming straight out of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, too, guys. I'm very happy that some of these guys are getting covered. Who's this? Jesse, what are you saying now, Champy? Bare knuckle cool. It's how this lovely sport started for MMA. Hey, we got to see some real good fights down in Florida with Pat. Bare knuckle fights are next level in action. What I can tell you guys, it was an experience being down there. It's next level. Definitely, I would recommend checking out one of those shows. It's a whole different feel. Rodriguez letting off shots. Salvador with a high guard, trying to conserve some energy and every now and then throwing a right hand off of any shot that Rodriguez throws. I don't think the Salvador is doing enough to get into range, use his jab to put combinations together. Rodriguez is having no trouble getting on the inside, walking even with his hands low at times. I think Rodriguez has found his range and he's comfortable. Hands are dropping, just like Obadi was when he throws those heavy right hands, but I think there's no real respect that's being earned by Salvador. Rodriguez is just walking down, wailing punches. He obviously has to be careful. He can't get caught with a shot if he's not careful. Salvador's winging shots, hoping that he lands something. Let's go, champ. 1 minute, 30 seconds left, halfway through this round. Rodriguez trying to find a way to stop Salvador, but Salvador throwing a lot of volume in this minute right now. Actually impressing me right now. Hopefully Rodriguez hasn't blown his load. And metaphorically, and now he's gonna
maybe literally.
And hey, listen, if you did something before the fight, that's on you, champion.
Hey.
Mike Tyson was one of those guys that actually needed it before a fight. So I don't know how it works out for.
You seen Raging Bull? He went abstinent, I think, for the month beforehand. So I guess it's different strokes.
Different folks. Salvador Rodriguez. 44 seconds. Rodriguez pinning Salvador up against the ropes, throwing some heavy shots to the body. Salvador taking punishment right now. Rodriguez is trying to finish him. Got him on shaky legs. Salvador manages to maintain his balance. Don't know how. Another double left hand lands for Rodriguez. I got to give Salvador some credit, man. He's standing. Yeah. He's not falling. Yep. And he's standing in the pocket and throwing his own shots. Whoa, wailing shots by Salvador. Manages to land one.
Yeah, and he's got heavy hands. The other guy, Garcia, right? Garcia's the name, right?
No, Matt Garcia is one of the community members showing mad love. The guy that's Salvador.
Who's the opponent, though? Pac-Man is the late replacement. Who's the original? And it shows my boxing knowledge and my bout card knowledge.
Well, I think his name is Anulfo, yeah.
He's got some real power, though. You can see that.
I mean, look, when you're wailing shots the way he is, a shot like that can have some effect. But there's no real technique that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
It's just some heavy shots that are being thrown. And look, Mexican style, it can work. Yeah. And you can't hurt somebody.
Oh, yeah. Navarrete, like we said. At times, just throwing volume at angles can... you can catch them in weird places, and they're not expecting it. It's the punch they don't see.
Wow. Dennis Ramos saying fake Pac-Man.
Damn.
This is the fifth round. Tough crowd. Listen, this is not the marquee original Pac-Man champ. This is somebody that believes that he can
fly.
That he can fly. All right, guys, we're going into the fifth round. Salvador Rodriguez. This is the final bout in tonight's card. Special attraction. Hope you guys are having fun. Rodriguez walking forward, pawing, feigning, throwing his jab. I believe that he still has an opportunity to be able to close this fight if Salvador continues to give him these open shots. Body shots have worked, and I think that this is midway through the fight, so this is when we're going to start to see if these body shots have really start to work on Salvador. Rodriguez walking forward, throwing his rights. They're in a hold. Referee steps in. Okay, we might start to see some fatigue now. When we start to see these holds happen more often in the later rounds, you can get an idea of who has the most in their gas tank. Left shot lands for Salvador. Very unorthodox shot, head down and everything, but can be tricky. And I think Salvador is probably the rangier fighter.
Definitely longer.
Right?
Yeah, definitely longer fighter.
In a tie-up, Rodriguez again throwing body shots, going to the head. Salvador not shy at all, willing to return.
No.
He's in the booth. I think he should throw more shovel uppercuts. He'll have more success. You know, the body doesn't move much. He's throwing them all to the head, and Rodriguez can get under those punches.
Yeah, especially Salvador, the way he stands straight up like that.
I'm trying to figure
open.
out if he's just tall or he's truly just standing tall.
Well,
I'm gonna have to take a look at the bend on the knees.
He's dead. Look at he doesn't have much of a bent stance. He's standing pretty straight up and down like
Whoa.
that. So.
Nah, he is. You're right. Yeah, he has. And look, man, you got to use your height, but you got to
You need that power.
You need that power, and you need that spring.
Yeah, and you see it's coming true right now. Our 24 knockout guy.
Rodriguez going to work.
Yeah, he's starting to put the power.
Salvador on the ropes. He's taking heavy shots.
The chin is there to be had. It's flying. It's flying.
It's up in the air.
It's up. This is definitely up in the air tonight. That chin.
All right, guys, we're getting into the last 30 seconds of the 5th round. Both fighters giving it their all. They're in the phone booth. Rodriguez still searching for a finish. Throwing multiple shots up to the top. Countering. Salvador not willing to go into the night quietly. Throwing his shots as well. Not as calculated as Rodriguez. Referee steps in. And we're going into the 6th round with this one. Looks like no fighter is going down just yet. Rodriguez throwing heavy shots. Looks like we're going to finish with a nice action-packed round. And Rodriguez finishes winning the round, in my opinion. Wow.
Absolutely. Woo. And setting it up for maybe a great knockout from the 7th round.
I think so, Pat. I think
it looks inevitable. We'll see, though.
I think that it's more likely to happen. Salvador's starting to throw more punches, starting to get riskier for him. And, the fatigue doesn't help.
No.
The punches aren't coming as fast, champ.
Tears of a clown.
Holy moly. Let's go, champ. Tune in.
Oh,
shout out to everybody tuning in. Yo, Steve, man, SG Pass, man, shout out to you again. Let's go, champ. Yeah.
I can't do it.
Listen, you gotta love entertainment. And that's what we're doing here. Sticky Paw Studios, Patrick Oaks.
Laying it down.
Laying down the law over here.
What's next is the question.
Who's next? I don't know what's next.
If you take the last couple months, anything's possible. Isn't that?
It's been a
everything and anything is possible these days.
It's been a wild ride these last few months, man. All right, guys, we're going into the 6th round. Salvador Rodriguez. Rodriguez is obviously winning this fight. I don't think I can give Salvador any round, but what I can give him is, props for staying in. Oh, he actually landed a right uppercut on Rodriguez right now that kind of reminded me of Navarrete.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little spinning and
swiveling. Not planted in the air, kind of tossing all his body weight into a punch.
But still effective.
Body shot again.
There it is. Now he's just connecting straight through.
Yeah, no, he's got to throw back.
Yes.
Rodriguez is getting too comfortable wailing on him. It's like a punching bag.
Yeah, he is.
Mr.
Every
PBC.
punch is landing. It's landing through the guards, splitting the guards through the middle. Seemingly can't block anything.
Shout out to Mr. PBC. Stopping by, showing some love. Yo, Matt. Yeah, that's exactly what they're playing. King es más macho.
Who's the
baddest one? Who's more bad?
Yeah.
Who's badder? Who's badder, champs? Rodriguez or Salvador? Looks like Rodriguez has got the meal ticket right now, man. He's eating Salvador's lunch.
Salvador is not going to the night quietly, though.
Absolutely. He doesn't.
No.
And it goes back to what we were speaking about, Pat. And you mentioned, the Mexican style, the willingness to give it all, to
Die in the ring.
Die in the ring. And I know that's not what we want, but when they give us this type of a commitment and action, man, it can only be commended.
Yeah.
I don't care what level this is. I don't care if you're fighting for a championship belt. You're fighting right now. You're giving us a show, and this guy's not going into the night quietly.
And this is about pride, like we said, going back to your family, your town, and showing that you gave it all too. These guys, this is what these guys run on.
Could go back to Tijuana, Guadalajara.
Go back,
Baja,
standing proud.
Standing proud.
Yeah, standing tall.
And I think that's important, and I think that's something that here in America sometimes is forgotten,
Yeah.
I think that we don't give the fighters as much credit as we should.
No.
Even in a loss.
Yeah.
And I know that you can lose good, there is such a thing as that, like losing, but still making
they
a
have the
statement.
tragic figure in America where they sort of take pity on it. In Mexico, they really treasure their boxers. It's a different approach.
Maybe we can adopt some of those.
We can.
Some of those feelings, man, because a lot of our fighters give us our all.
Yes.
And I think that O is it's just emphasis, too much emphasis on that.
They're a holdover from the past when warriors used to go at it in the Coliseum of yore, and to this day we still want to see that. To this day we still want to see that mano a mano.
When you think about badass, giving it your all, going to war, I think Marvin Hagler.
My favorite.
Marvin Hagler.
The felt shorts. I might pull out a pair one of these days.
All right, guys, that was the 6th round. Both fighters in the corner. Rodriguez is looking a little gassed, but I'm not going to say that he is, right? These guys are already past the half midpoint of this fight.
Can you give a timestamp of what you're watching? Like
a timestamp? Call you timestamp?
Because you got to think about it. We're getting a delayed footage. They're getting our delayed footage, so there's probably about 30 seconds of delay from what they're seeing on the boxing.
All right, so right now I'm at 3:45.
3:45, everyone. 3:45.
Yeah, so it's 3:00:45.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Some highlights, and we're getting to see Rodriguez land his jab, landing the more effective punches. Don't got my scorecard out here, fellas, and ladies. But
your phone should be charged, by the way.
Oh,
I think we know the score though.
We already know the score, but shout out to Trav, man, made it happen over here. I don't have
in the dark.
I don't have a VCR.
You didn't even see him do it.
I don't have
the stealth tiger.
They were all commenting on my weed shirt. That's when I did it.
Let's go, champs. 7th round. We're in the 7th round of a 10-rounder, and we were maybe hoping or maybe just seeing that it would happen for Rodriguez, that he would finish the fight, but it looks like Salvador's gained a second win, so to speak. Just got tagged up by a right hand, though. And another jab. I think Rodriguez should just go back to setting up his punches, landing some good heavy shots, and then going for the finish. A lot of pawing going on. Salvador should be, trying to make this a fight right now. I don't know if he knows this, but he's definitely down on the cards. And Rodriguez has, I think, I don't got the punch counter next to me, but definitely Rodriguez has thrown the most punches in this fight.
And the most effective ones, too. The ones that have had the most impact, definitely.
So Salvador might just have a second win. He might just have a little bit more gas. It's hard to tell right now, but he's dancing. You see him?
There you go. He's attacking.
He's dancing. He's stepping left to right.
This is not the plan. He was supposed to go down. He is not following the script.
Halfway through this 6th round, guys. This is a 7th round. This is a 10-rounder. Hope you guys are enjoying the fight. Brought to you by FightStars.tv. Let's go, champ. Presented by Box Stars. Shout out to ESPN Knockout. Whoa!
There we go.
Salvador swings for the fences and misses.
Oh, he stopped it.
He got tagged up. He stopped it.
He stopped it.
Oh, referee steps in. It's a stoppage.
And he don't like it. He don't like it.
Salvador is fighting it at every second. Like Pat said, man, these men are willing to go out in their shields, but I think sometimes
they'll die in the ring.
It's very important
you ever
for the
sparred
corner.
a Mexican fighter? I know you and me both sparred. You can hit them with the kitchen fucking sink, and they'll keep coming after you.
Yeah,
they do not want to.
Some of the most durable fighters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that I've sparred with are probably Mexican fighters. All right, Rodriguez victorious in the special attraction 10-rounder. Stops Salvador. Referee stepping in, saying no mas. And, sometimes we do have to protect our fighters from their own warrior heart, you know what I'm saying, as a referee or a corner. So don't know if the referee just thought that, it was an overwhelming amount of punishment that he was receiving. He was receiving punishment. He was on Bambi legs twice. So I don't think it was totally out of place, for a stoppage. So let's go, champ. Champ! Shout out to the whole community, man, who tuned in with me, man, on the Alex Doomsday Lainez channel, man. I love y'all. Much respect. Jesse, man, again, brother, I'm an open book. You got more questions for me, man, hit me up on the jack. More than willing to talk, brother. It is what it is. I'm here. I'm blessed, and I'm thankful.
Can you toss that in the back?
So, as Travis tosses an empty cup of coffee to the back.
Sorry, I realized the mic's hot.
I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned on my channel. I will be going live and putting together a boxing broadcast program for you guys. Whether it be here from the Sticky Paw Studios or from my house, I'm going to be bringing you the best in sports and boxing and MMA. And I know for you guys that are probably like, really? I know a lot of you guys asked for it too. So even though Jesse's on the, on the reverse on that one, I know a lot of you do want me to cover the sport. I had a question come to me today. Well, my phone had died, but I'm pretty sure that I'll definitely say the name. But I was asked if who would I pick between Francis Ngannou and Sarah Gain. And to me, guys, there's really no guy that can stop Ngannou except John Bones Jones. Now, that's just me, right? I don't want to get the MMA community crazy now. But to me, Ngannou's the guy. I don't think any of these guys are stopping him. He's just a devastating puncher. And, Stipe, I think, was the only guy that was able to stop that train. But I think that Francis has developed more as a fighter since then. So I think that the difference is in that he has more experience and has made adjustments accordingly. So I pick Francis Ngannou. Who do I pick? Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury? Come on now, champs. Now you know I'm going with my boy Tyson Fury. Because when you're stepping into this world, it's a whole nother galaxy, champ. So, Ngannou got his thing. He's doing his thing with the MMA guys. But Ngannou, come on, champion. If you're stepping this way, you got to show me something. And you better not step in there right away with a guy like Tyson Fury. Especially if you don't want to go back to MMA with your tail tucked in between your legs. You want to do the right thing. So do the right thing. It's not for any reason these fighters are brought up a certain way, nourished, and pitted or matched up accordingly. Don't make a mistake, all right? Don't make that mistake. But again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Jesse's funny as fuck. Jesse, I'm gonna put you on the MMA game, champ. All right, I'm gonna put you on the sweet science. All right, because boxing is the sweet science, but MMA, you gotta be a technician. There is a science to it. So I'm gonna look forward to actually commentating on MMA because I think that I'll be able to bring that or convey the message of what the MMA sport really is. So thanks, guys, again for tuning in. We're at the Sticky Paw Studio here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout out to Trav, the producer. Shout out to Pat for stepping in for a little bit and co-hosting with me. Shout out to the whole community. All I can say is that the community is the community. Whether you want to call it any name where it started, I obviously don't want to mention any more of any of that man's platform for reasons that you guys know already, or if you don't know, go to my playlist, check out the video that I did in defense of my character. That was it for me with that, but thank you for tuning in. Again, I love y'all. I'm out of here. Stay tuned. Doomatron activated. Hit him with a